In life, we often find out that we're not the first person people think of when they need something or that they don't really care about us. This can make us question our own worth. But today, we're starting a journey of transformation. It's not about wanting to be loved. It's about becoming people that everyone wants to be close to. We're not trying to change you into someone else. We're just trying to bring out the best in you. Subscribe and come with us on the trip from being forgotten to being unforgettable. Are you ready to change your life? Let's begin. First, learn about the Stoic philosophy. If you want to be unforgettable, you must be interested in it. Get brighter. It's interesting that being mysterious doesn't mean hiding or covering up who you are. It's an art of slowly showing who you are. Layer like how you make a picture. One stroke after another. Each detail you share is like a puzzle piece that makes people want to learn more. If you met someone and knew everything about them at once, there would be nothing left to discover and nothing to look forward to. On the other hand, someone who slowly reveals themselves by seeing each meeting as a chance to share a new story makes every moment with them precious and stimulating. Stoics like Epictetus taught that self-control and restraint are the highest forms of wisdom. They said that it's not necessary to pour out your soul right away, but to choose the right time and way to share like a master of interaction. This isn't just a way to look more interesting to others. It's a way of life, a way of being with a deep awareness of yourself and the world around you. Marcus Aurelius was both an emperor and a great Stoic philosopher. He didn't rush to share his thoughts or plans. Instead, he did so bit by bit, like someone walking through fog, only showing what was necessary and when it was appropriate. Marcus's restraint and calmness were both interesting and mysterious, and they also showed how wise and deep he was in life. Learn from Seneca to enjoy each moment without letting fear take over. It should be like writing in a diary. Every story you tell and every event you talk about should be slow and careful, letting relationships grow naturally over time. Being interesting doesn't mean lying or pretending to be someone you're not. It means being honest about your story and respecting it. When you do this, you become more than just a person of interest to those around you. You become a character. Number 2, explain why you are important on the path to Stoicism. Affirming one's worth isn't just a step forward. It's also a confession of who we really are. It's not about bragging or making a fake image. It's a powerful declaration of your uniqueness and worth that can't be replaced. Stoicism teaches us not only how to live, but also how to shine in the eyes of others. Remember that Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, said that you control your mind, not the outside world. Realizing this will give you strength. We learn that focusing on what we can control, our actions, our beliefs, and our inner strength, is the key to proving our self-worth. For example, someone who pursues an art career without needing other people's approval or who keeps going, even when things get hard, truly embodies their true self and is a rare gem in everyday life. They not only show self-respect and self-value, but they also make others recognize and respect them. Something, Seneca. Not only do we waste a lot of time, but another Stoic philosopher stressed how valuable time is. Refusing to spend time with people who don't see your value is not only an act of self-respect, but also a sign that you value your time highly. Epictetus taught that we can only control our reactions to the world, and this also applies to how we show our own value. We should seek approval, not from others, but from ourselves. From a Stoic point of view, claiming your worth is both a journey of self-discovery and a process of presenting yourself in a humble yet assertive way. It's about respecting yourself, setting healthy boundaries, and pursuing your goals with determination. This will naturally earn you the respect and attention of others, who will start to see you as someone important and worthy. Third number. Stoic thought is based on the idea that you can make your own happiness. The third step to getting people to respect you is to find joy within yourself. This is a holy principle, because when you find true joy within yourself, you naturally give off an irresistible allure to those around you. Around you, it's not about putting on a fake smile of happiness. It's about starting a journey to find and accept what makes your soul truly happy. Marcus Aurelius said that joy comes from within and that the happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. This means that your happiness comes from your thoughts and how you see life. When you think positively and genuinely find joy in your efforts and successes, you look confident and happy, which makes people want to be around you. Seneca taught us how important it is to find inner peace by saying that true happiness comes from within, not from outside sources. He said, "Seek true joy by living fully in the present moment without drowning in worries about the future." This tells us to enjoy and cherish every moment of life instead of always looking for happiness in other people or things. Big Toe. Another great philosopher told us to focus on what we can control and not look for goodness in other people or things, but in ourselves. This is a good reminder that our happiness shouldn't rest on other people, but on our own actions, values, and self-care. In real life, this means following your interests, making friends who support you, and taking care of your health. Building a life where you're happy on your own terms is very important. When you're happy with yourself and your life, you stop looking for perfection from other people to complete yourself. Instead, you share your fulfilled self with them. This creates a powerful allure, as people want to be a part of your life not because they need to make you happy, but because they are drawn to your natural joy. This inherent quality shines from within, expressed through a positive mindset, living in the present and seeking happiness independently. This inner joy radiates outward, creating an irresistible charm that naturally makes you a priority in their lives without any need for coercion. Number 4. Realize your worth and encourage others to join you on the journey to get what you want from the people around you. Realizing our true worth and letting others help is an important step. See yourself as a rare treasure that can only be found by those who are patient and dedicated. Stoic philosophers like Epictetus taught that nothing great happens quickly. Just like a gem is polished, deep connections between people are built slowly over time and through group effort. When you extend an invitation, others start to see and value the value and uniqueness you bring, echoing Marcus Aurelius' words that happiness and self-respect come from within, laying the groundwork for how others see and value you. Living by this rule means developing yourself, taking care of yourself, and creating a life that you're proud of and that other people want to join. Life is not about rushing forward. It's a patient journey where each step is defined by your own values and self-respect. Number 5. Define your own path on the journey of wanting respect from others. The 5th secret isn't in big achievements, but in how we live and enjoy every moment of our lives. This is an invitation to live passionately, chase your dreams relentlessly, and stand up for yourself. Being independent. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher famous for both his words and actions, said, "Live in harmony with yourself, and you'll blend seamlessly with the world around you." This harmony comes from overcoming personal desires and finding happiness within oneself instead of relying on approval or love from others. When you live a life true to yourself, others see you as unique because they know you don't need anyone else to complete you. Serbian philosopher Seneca said, "If you want to be loved, start by loving yourself." This teaches us not to wait or long for love and acceptance from outside sources, but to build it from within. Epictetus, another Stoic thinker, taught us the power of focusing on our actions and how we act. Face challenges. Events don't bother us. It's how we think about them that does. In your personal life, this means you shouldn't worry too much about how other people see you. Instead, focus on building and enjoying your own life. From a Stoic point of view, A real life is when you find joy and personal hobbies, make progress at work, and build relationships with family and friends that make you feel good. Set goals and work hard to reach them. People naturally want to be a part of your life if it's full of joy and meaning. They see you as an example and someone who makes their life better. Number 6. Place. In the Stoic way of life, you must put yourself first. Self-control and self-care are not only skills, they are duties. This is the 6th secret to building strong partnerships. Taking care of and defending yourself with the respect and care you deserve. This isn't selfishness, it's wisdom. Knowing and meeting your own needs fully is a required step toward freedom and confidence. You paint a picture of worth and confidence, becoming a shining example that others look up to and admire. Marcus Aurelius, a famous Stoic, once said that the mind has unlimited power over life. He said, "Your mind is an impregnable fortress that is not affected by external events. If you understand and hold on to this strength, you will build a strong stance that no one can shake." This shows how important it is to focus on oneself more than anything else, because we can control our thoughts and actions. Equally deep, Seneca emphasized how important it is to be independent and not rely on other people for happiness. He thought that true joy comes from inside each person and is not affected by outside forces. Epictetus, another Stoic master, told us to focus on our ability to act and respond to things that don't go as planned. We can't choose our circumstances, but we can choose how to confront them, he said, emphasizing that the power of self-determination is the key to happiness and health in real life. Prioritizing yourself is not only a choice, it's a necessity. It means making time for activities that make you happy and help you grow as a person. Sometimes it means being able to say no when you need to in order to protect your health and happiness. To sum up, prioritizing yourself is a strong affirmation of your own worth. By taking care of your mental and physical health, you not only improve your own life quality, but you also become an inspiration to others. Value 7. Your time like gold on the big picture of life. The 7th important thing you need to do to leave a lasting effect on other people is to deeply understand how valuable your time and attention are. This means that you know how valuable every moment you spend. Giving someone the time and attention you choose to share is like giving them a priceless gift. It shows that your life has been full of hobbies, work, and personal events. Making the time you spend with other people very important and valuable. Marcus Aurelius, who was always looking ahead, once said that we shouldn't live as if we still had thousands of years to go. This is a powerful warning that our time is valuable, and we should be careful about how we spend it. When asked about time, Seneca said, "We don't have a short life, we waste a lot of it." This serves as a lesson of how important it is to plan how we spend our time. By not being available all the time, you send a message that your time is valuable, which makes others value it too. Epictetus, who was great at focusing on what we can control, said that we should spend our time on things that make our lives better. When it comes to your time, this means giving it to hobbies, activities, and relationships that are important to you and to people who genuinely value and respect your time. When you value your time, you don't have to say yes to everything. You can make your own plans and decide how to spend your time wisely, looking for a balance between doing things for yourself and for other people so that you're not always last on your list. To really value your time, you have to know how valuable you are and show that through how you use your time. Being there for important events while also making time for your own projects is part of this. By doing this, you turn your appearance into an asset that people want and put yourself at the top of their list of priorities. Number 8, talk about your plans and ideas. Find a good balance when starting talks or making plans. This is the 8th step to becoming important in other people's eyes. It means not always being the one to send the first message or suggest activities to do together. Letting the other person take the lead shows that you have their attention. Take care of yourself and your time. At the same time, this lets them show that they value you and want to spend time with you. Marcus Aurelius once said that life is more like wrestling than dancing. This means that when we're in a relationship, we need to be flexible and not always take the lead. Sometimes we need to step back and let the other person come to use. It's about making sure that both people are trying their best. Seneca thought it was important to be able to stand on your own 2 feet, and that we shouldn't let other people decide our happiness for us. By not always being the first to message, you're letting them know you're okay on your own and giving them a chance to miss you and show they care. Epictetus stressed self-control and kindness. We should listen more than we speak because we only have 2 ears and 1 mouth. This theory shows how important it is to listen and allow for quiet moments instead of always talking or making plans. It makes us think about when to reach out and when to stay away. In order to put this into practice, you should think about how often you start conversations. It's fine to do so, but you should also give them the chance to do so. It's not about playing games. It's about making sure that both people are truly interested in the relationship. The 9th one, keep your feelings in check if you want to become an important person in someone else's life. The 9th key is to keep your emotions in check. This is something that is inherent to all interactions and requires that we not let emotional storms take over. Instead, we should control them ourselves by being patient and treating each other with care. Marcus Aurelius, an ancient philosopher with a lot of deep knowledge, said that staying calm and clear-headed is very important. He said that the best way to respond to bad behavior is not to respond with bad behavior. This way of keeping your emotions in check means not reacting right away. Instead of acting on our strong feelings, we should think about things calmly. This keeps us from being pulled too far or too deeply. Seneca stressed how important it is to not let our feelings control us. He told us not to worry before there's a good reason. This lesson teaches us not to let stress or a need to act quickly lead us to do careless things in our relationships. Instead, we should let things happen naturally without forcing our feelings too soon. The Epictetus, with his enlightenment, also said that controlling how we react is very important. He said that what counts is not what happens to us, but how we deal with it in terms of emotional balance. This means realizing that we can't change everything about our interactions, but we can control how we feel. This doesn't mean staying away, but rather moving forward slowly and watching how things go. In reality, it means being careful about how quickly and deeply we invest our emotions in someone, so we can slowly explore and let the emotional side of the relationship develop naturally. This not only keeps you safe, but it also makes you more attractive because it shows self-respect and how much you value the quality of your emotions. Emotional balance means being smart about how you handle your own feelings. This means not jumping into deep emotional relationships too quickly, but letting them grow naturally and in the right way. Being careful like this makes you a stable and valued partner, which makes others want to be with you more than anyone else. Number 10. Know the appropriate moment to leave. In order to show others how valuable you are, the 10th step is to learn how to be brave enough to walk away when they no longer respect you. This step isn't just about realizing your own worth. It also shows how much you respect yourself, which is a key factor in getting others to see you as important in their lives. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman philosopher and emperor, taught that inner strength and self-respect were very important. He said, "The power lies in controlling your mind, not in what happens outside." If you can understand and master this, you will find your real strength. This sounds like a confirmation of our rule. The courage to come out of the shadows doesn't come from outside sources. It comes from deep inside. It means that even though we can't change what other people do, we can choose how we react to it. Something Seneca. Another famous philosopher stressed the importance of having high self-esteem and never settling for less than what you deserve. He said, "Life is a grand narrative. Its value does not lie in its length, but in the quality of its substance. This means that when we choose who to spend our time with, we should put quality relationships over quantity to avoid being lonely when we don't have to be. Epictetus, who was very smart, also said that real freedom belongs to people who know how important it is to learn. He thought that freedom is not the lack of rules, but the power to choose, especially the right to leave a situation that doesn't treat you with respect. Here, education isn't just about learning facts from books. It's also about having a deep understanding of your own worth and the need to be respected in all relationships. So, being ready to leave is a recognition of and a stand for your natural worth. You shouldn't let fear stop you from leaving places that don't treat you with the respect you deserve. Ultimately, this concept is very important because it tells everyone, including yourself, the important truth that you deserve respect and great value. It lets others know that you expect more and won't settle for less. Having a stoic attitude isn't just a reaction to outside events. It's a deeply held belief in your own worth that gives you the power to demand the respect and treatment that matches your true worth. Number 11. Find happiness in learning and growing beyond the 10 principles we've talked about so far. Another important part of becoming unforgettable is to keep your curiosity alive, and your desire to learn never fades. This way of thinking depends on seeing every day as a chance to learn something new or improve an old skill. Think of yourself as a garden. Just like a garden grows better with careful attention, you change as you learn new things and try new things. This process could lead you to find a new hobby, read books, or listen to other people's stories and adventures. Your constant growth makes you a person full of life, and your constant change makes you a source of interest and friendship. Your desire to grow gives your character more depth, which makes you more interesting and engaging. It's like adding new colors to your life's patchwork, making it more interesting and full of possibilities. Spread understanding and kindness. To become a figure of precedence in other people's lives, it's important to develop kindness and empathy. This means trying to understand how other people feel and offering help whenever you can. Kindness doesn't mean being a savior to everyone. It shows up in the little things like understanding and compassion that show you care. Kind actions like listening carefully to someone's problems, helping them out without being asked, or sharing a warm smile can have a big effect. Being kind not only makes someone else's day better, but it also shows that you care about their emotional state. Warmth and attention draw people to you because everyone wants to be near someone who makes them feel better. It's like being a soft glow in someone's life, your integrity and respect for yourself. You are a one-of-a-kind masterpiece, painted with your own goals, experiences, and knowledge. The rules I've given you aren't just nice words. They're a strong reminder of how great you are. Every step you take to see and value your worth shows the world who you are and shows how hard you've worked and how much you want to achieve your goals. As we part ways today, remember your journey. If what I've shared today has brought you joy and value, please keep following and subscribing so you don't miss any of the valuable lessons that are coming up. Thank you for spending time with me today, thinking about and sharing. Keep trying to grow, and never forget that in the story of your life, you are always the main character and the one who decides the direction and value of your path. When we see each other again, I hope to see the new steps and important progress you've made on your journey. For now, it's time to say goodbye and wish you the best.